My name's Alex Wood. I'm a journalist based in London, working in many things at the same time, including Not on the Wires, which is an online magazine attempting to cover the uncovered in the world. Technology has hugely changed the way I do my job. I wouldn't be where I am today without technology, particularly because the first sort of major bit of work I did in London was an experiment involving reporting using mobile phones, and that changed my career entirely. Mainly I use a content management system called Smartest, which was made by my partner Marcus Gilroy-Ware. Smartest is a bit unusual. A lot of people use things like WordPress or Blogger. What Smartest allows you to do is have no restrictions in terms of design. So it's built around the design. We're not restricted to very much top-down publishing. We can do whatever we want, whenever we want, and create the kind of beautiful journalism that we want to make for people. I think there's maybe a distinction between technology in terms of tools, as in a mobile phone or a gadget, and then also things like HTML or CSS or PHP and web-based technologies. If you were to ask about sort of web-based technologies, I've been using a lot of stuff that's alternatives to Flash because I feel very passionate about compatibility and usability and allowing anyone to be able to use something even on a mobile phone. So we spent a lot of time developing different things, ways to have video on the site that don't use Flash, ways to have interactive things, maps, things like that. And then also I'm always looking for exciting new things with mobile phones as well. I'm looking at the moment about trying to do a kind of TV show using only mobile phones in different places and actually bring it together over the web. I think if I was to invent a piece of technology, it would be purely just to make it as easy as possible, because I think there's sometimes a bit of a detraction, and sometimes young journalists are being told all the time that they need to learn all these different tools, which is fantastic, and I totally agree with that. However, sometimes we can get so stuck in that we end up actually forgetting the reason why we do this as a job and actually thinking about people and about stories. And so if there was one thing that I'd like to see, is that the technology becomes more and more streamlined. You see it with cameras already, they're becoming easier to use, the web's becoming easier to use, so that in a way actually we can go backwards. To quote something quite academic actually, a friend of mine is a digital anthropologist, which is a very new area at UCL, and she is a great believer that actually digital media is allowing us to become craftspeople again. Because if you look back to the medieval ages, it was very much about individual production. You were a blacksmith or whatever, and you made that, you had pride in what you did, and you were very much focused on one thing. And in a way, digital media is allowing it's sort of the cult of the individual again. I would say, if I was to give any piece of advice to other student journalists, I'd say, although try to learn everything and see what you like, try to specialise in something. You'll most naturally become either a visual journalist and work in video or photography, audio slideshows, or you might be naturally gifted in terms of storytelling and audio, so become radio or online radio, or you're a gifted writer. And I'd say sometimes we forget that actually there are a lot of fantastic writers out there, and there are a lot of fantastic videographers. Some people aren't good in front of the camera, that's fine. Just make sure that you find your niche and what you're good at and continue to excel in it.